Hallelujah. All praises, honor, and glory to the God of our fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. This is Purple Robe Order coming to you with a quick video on one of my favorite passages out of the Apocrypha, and that would be Judith 5, 17 through 21. I'm going to go ahead and read it. And while they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hated iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and possessed Jerusalem, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they have sinned against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all of the world. To me, this is one of the most important passages, because it clearly states in verse 20 that the key to keeping our people, or keeping the nation of Israel in ruin, is to keep us in error or in iniquity perpetually. So when you think about how the radio stations, how the music industry and the media, and um, even sometimes, even in movies, whatever it has pertains to media, how they portray us in roles, how we, the music that our people, our own people put out, and that's projected upon our nation, um, it explains it perfectly. That reason why, the frequency or the vibrations, or however you want to say it, is always of a low state. Like, it always, the music it we put out is that to perpetuate iniquity, that to keep us, project us to be in the lowest state, to keep us always perpetually in the lowest state. Um, and this is the world, really, it's crazy, because it's the world standard. Our culture and our music, we're leaders, and everybody follows it. But we don't have control over our music, as far as like the music industry, because majority of the music that's put out is controlled by um, the powers that be, who have the it's the agenda, who's benefited from our hurt, who's benefited from our pain, who continuously who's benefited from us being in this low state, as stated in verse 20. Down, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So, like I said, it's like clearly stated. It's crazy to you see why also they took all these books out of the Bible. They took the Apocrypha out, because it's so many gems in here that clearly gives some of the blueprint, give you an understanding of who Esau really is, and there's just so many other little gems that could have left it alone. They could have left it in the Bible, but I'm saying that to say that that's why that's why these scriptures are very important. Judith 5, 17 through 21. Verses 20 clearly gives you the reason why the lowest state of being of the of living and whether it be through reality TV or the music scene is projected on our people because they don't want us ever to come up and become righteous. That's why they put all these 501c3 pastors on us. They don't give us anything that's gonna get to the root of the problem, which is sin, which is the transgression of the law. They teach you that the laws have been done away with. They pretty much tell you you can just say a prayer, you can go out here and live however you want to live, and just ask for forgiveness, and you're good to go. That's the way they teach us. So I'm just bringing this out. Judith 5, verses 17 through 21. I hope that that you can point this out to our people and show them, man, that this is another clue in the big scheme of things, in the big puzzle, that we are the people, and this is one of the tactics that the enemy uses against us to keep us in ruin. Even to the point of where they just lie about, the artists. A lot of these artists don't even live that life. It's like a whole big fabrication. I want to use one example, like Notorious B.I.G. Like, if you look at what his mom was saying about, if you look at all his raps when he had a short career because he passed away, but you look at some of the things he said in his songs. His mom said, his mom was a teacher. She said, he didn't live that life, and that's just one example. It's many other examples. A lot of these celebrities and artists are, they're living a lie, and projected that falsehood on our people. And then in the reality, our people try to go out and do the same things and get, put into the prison houses. But I'm going to just close this out, to keep this short and sweet. Judith 5, 17 through 21. I hope that it has been a blessing in hearing it. And I pray that that you all have a fantastic rest of the week. And I'd like to say peace unto all of Israel.